Unlock the secrets of nutrition labels. Hey there, label detectives. Ever stood in the grocery aisle, staring at a nutrition label like it's a secret code from a spy movie? You're not alone. Today, we're recracking that code wide open with smart ways to read nutrition labels for healthier food choices. We'll turn you into a pro at spotting the good, the bad, and the sneaky ugly on those labels, so you can pick foods that fuel your body like a boss. From decoding serving sizes to dodging sugar traps, this video's your guide to shopping smarter and living healthier. This is for informational purposes only, not medical advice, so consult your doctor for personalized guidance. Like, subscribe, and share to stay clued in on health hacks. Nutrition labels are like a food's resume. They tell you what's inside, but you've got to read between the lines to hire the right candidate for your body, with over 90% of Americans not meeting daily nutrient needs. USDA data, 2023 to 2025, and hidden sugars or sodium lurking in healthy foods. Knowing how to read labels can slash your risk of heart disease by 15 to 20%. And diabetes by 10 to 25%, per studies from the American Heart Association. These labels, mandated by the FDA since 1994 and updated in 2020, list everything from calories to added sugars, helping you control weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol. But here's the twist. Manufacturers sometimes play tricks, like oversized servings to make numbers look better. Our video will break it down step by step. Label structure, key sections, calories, fats, carbs, sugars, proteins, vitamins, common pitfalls like low fat but high sugar, and tips to choose heart-healthy foods. You'll learn to spot red flags, like sodium over 20% DV, and green lights, like fiber above 5%. Fun fact, the average American consumes 50 grams of added sugar daily, twice the recommended limit often from healthy yogurts or cereals. Story time. I once grabbed a low-cal bar, only to find it had more sugar than a candy bar label reading saved the day. Grab a snack, check the label first. Let's decode serving sizes and calories next. The label layout, serving sizes, and calories demystified. Alright, label detectives. It's time to put on your magnifying glasses and zoom in on the foundation of every nutrition label, serving sizes and calories. These are your starting point for making smart food choices. But plot twist, food companies love to play sneaky games here. Ever grabbed a single-serve bag of chips, only to find out it's actually 2 servings? Yeah, that's a calorie trap waiting to pounce. Let us decode this section like pros so you can shop smarter and keep your health goals on track. Serving sizes are the key to everything on a label. They tell you the amount the nutrition info applies to. Since the FDA updated rules in 2020, serving sizes reflect what people actually eat. Like 1 cup of cereal instead of the old 3/4 cup. But here's the catch. If a label says 200 calories per serving, and the package has 3 servings, eating the whole thing means 600 calories. Bam, you've been ambushed. USDA data 2023-2025 shows misreading serving sizes leads to overeating by 500 calories daily for 30% of shoppers, which can add a pound a week. Always check the servings per container and multiply nutrients by what you actually eat. Calories are your energy gauge. Think of them as fuel for your body's engine. Most adults need 2,000 to 2,500 calories daily, whose da 2023 a 2025, but quality matters. Empty calories from sugary snacks like sodas spike blood sugar by 30 to 50 milligrams DL and crash your energy, while nutrient-dense ones from nuts or veggies keep you full longer. For heart health, aim to keep added sugars under 100 calories daily, about 25 grams. Studies show consistent overeating by just 200 calories daily increases weight gain risk by 15% over a year. How to decode it smartly. Always start with serving size. Don't assume 1 package means 1 serving. Multiply calories and nutrients by servings eaten. If you're on a 2,000 calorie diet, the percent daily value percent DV is your guide. 100% means UVA hit the daily max for that nutrient. A pro tip, use apps like MyFitnessPal to scan barcodes and track your totals instantly. Fun fact, popcorn labels often say per cup popped, but who stops at 1 cup? Nobody. That's who. Story time. I once demolished a low-cal yogurt tub, only to realize the tiny cup was half a serving. Double the sugar, double the regret. Try this label savvy snack check. Next time you grab a granola bar, check the label. If it's 150 calories per serving with 10 grams sugar, 40% DV, you swap it for an apple. 80 calories, 0 added sugar, 4 grams fiber. This keeps your energy steady without the crash. Next, we'll dive into fats and cholesterol. Get ready to wrestle the oily truth. Fats and cholesterol, the good, bad, and ugly. Alright, label detectives, time to tackle the slippery slope of fats and cholesterol on nutrition labels. These numbers can make or break your heart health. But don't let them intimidate you. We're about to wrestle them down like a pro, taking on a villain in a spy flick. Fats are listed as total fat, saturated, trans, and sometimes polymonounsaturated, while cholesterol is in milligrams. The FDA highlights saturated and trans fats because they're the bad guys clogging arteries. Let's decode this greasy puzzle to pick foods that keep your ticker happy. Total fat includes all types. Aim for under 78 grams daily, 35% of a 2,000 calorie diet. Saturated fats from butter, red meat, should stay below 20 grams, 10% of calories, as they raise LDL bad cholesterol by 10 to 15%, increasing heart disease risk by 20%, per AHA Studies, 2023 to 2025. Trans fats and processed snacks are the worst. 0 grams is the goal, as they spike LDL by 20% and drop HDL good cholesterol by 10%. Sneaky trick, 0 grams trans fat can hide up to 0.49 grams per serving, so check ingredients for partially hydrogenated oils. That's trans fat in disguise. Polymonounsaturated fats from avocados, nuts, are your allies, lowering LDL by 5 to 10%. Cholesterol, keep under 300 milligrams daily. Most folks don't absorb much from food, but some hyperabsorbers, 20% of people, need to watch it. How to read it smartly. Check percent daily value, percent DV saturated fat, over 20% per serving 4 grams, is a red flag. 0 trans fat is a green light. Divide total fat by calories. If over 30%, it's a fatty food. For cholesterol, focus on saturated trans fats first, as they impact blood levels more. A pro tip, choose foods with polymonofats listed like olive oil, for heart benefits. Fun fact, a low-fat label can hide trans fat in fine print. Always check ingredients. Story time. I snagged a heart-healthy margarine, only to spot hidden trans fats in the ingredients label. Sleuthing saved my arteries. Try this FatSmart salad dressing. Whisk 2 tablespoons olive oil, 14 grams, monofats, 1 gram saturated, 1 tablespoon balsamic vinegar, and a pinch of herbs. No salt or cholesterol. It's heart-friendly, 120 calories per serving, and beats store-bought dressings, often 5 grams saturated fat. Next, we'll navigate sodium and carbs. Brace for the salty and sweet traps. Sodium and carbohydrates, salt and sugar sneaks. Alright, label detectives. It's time to navigate the salty and sweet minefield of sodium and carbohydrates on nutrition labels. These sneaky players can puff you up like a balloon or send your energy on a roller coaster ride. Fun at first, but a crash is coming. Sodium and carbs, especially sugars, hide in healthy foods. So let's unmask them to keep your heart and waistline happy. Get ready to dodge traps and pick foods that fuel you right. Sodium is listed in milligrams, with percent daily value, percent DV, based on 2,300 milligrams daily, 1,500 milligrams for those with heart risks. Per AHA 2023 sampai 2025. Over 20% DV, 460 milligrams per serving, is high. Think canned soups or chips and excess. Sodium can raise blood pressure by 5 to 10 mmHg, boosting stroke risk by 20%. The average American eats 3,400 milligrams daily, way over the limit. Carbohydrates are broken into total carbs, fiber, and sugars. Aim for under 60 grams total carbs per meal. On a 2,000 calorie diet, fiber is your digestive hero, over 5%, DV 3 grams per serving. Helps gut health and lowers cholesterol by 5%. Sugars, especially added sugars highlighted on 2020 FDA labels, are the villains. Over 10% DV, 12 grams per serving, is too much, spiking LDL cholesterol by 5 to 10% and triglycerides by 15%. How to read it smartly. For sodium, aim for under 5% DV. 115 milligrams per serving. Low is best for snacks. For carbs, subtract fiber from total carbs to get net carbs. If you're watching blood sugar, under 30 grams per meal. For low-carb diets, check added sugars. Less than 6 grams per serving is ideal. A pro tip. Scan ingredients for sodium aliases like monosodium glutamate, or sugar aliases like corn syrup. Fun fact, reduced sodium means 25% less than regular, but a low-sodium soup can still pack 400 milligrams. Sneaky. Story time. I grabbed low-sodium chips, only to find they swapped salt for sugar. My taste buds got punked. Try this low-sodium Carbs-Mart soup. Simmer 2 cups, veggies, carrots, celery, 1 cup lentils, and herbs in water. No salt added. It's under 100 milligrams sodium, 15 grams carbs, 5 grams fiber, and keeps you full for hours. Next, we'll dive into protein, vitamins, and minerals. Your body's powerhouse squad. Protein, vitamins, and minerals. The nutrient powerhouse. Alright, label detectives. It's time to shine a spotlight on the unsung heroes of nutrition labels. Protein, vitamins, and minerals. These are the powerhouse squad that fuels your muscles, bones, and energy like a superhero team powering up for battle. Don't let their spot at the bottom of the label fool youth. They're critical for keeping your body running like a well-oiled machine. Let's unpack these nutrient gems to make sure your food choices pack a healthy punch. Protein is listed in grams, with percent daily value, percent DV, based on 50 grams daily for a 2,000 calorie diet, FDA 2023 sampai 2025. Aim for 20 to 30% DV per serving, 10 to 15 grams. to support muscle repair, fullness, and blood sugar stability. High-protein foods like eggs, yogurt, or beans can lower cholesterol spikes by 5 to 10%, per Nutrition Journal Studies 2024. A single serving of Greek yogurt, 15 grams protein, can keep you satiated for 3 to 4 hours. Vitamins and minerals, like calcium, iron, vitamin D, are shown as %DVA, for over 10% per serving for bone health, energy, and immunity. Watch out, fortified foods like cereals add synthetic vitamins, but they absorb 20 to 30% less than natural sources like spinach or fish, per 2023 studies. Over 100% DV in one food can mean nutrient overload. Balance is key. A pro tip: check the ingredient list for whole food sources like spinach over vitamin C isolate. Fun fact: enriched means nutrients were added back after processing. Ironic, right? It's like giving a bald guy a wig and calling it natural hair. Story time: I once fell for a vitamin-packed cereal, only to find it was mostly sugar with a sprinkle of vitamins. Label sleuthing turned me into a pro. Try this nutrient boost smoothie. Blend 1 cup spinach, vitamins A, C, 30% DV, 1 banana potassium, 10% DV, and 1 cup Greek yogurt, 15 grams protein, 20% DV calcium. It's 200 calories, 50% DV vitamin C, and keeps your heart and muscles happy. Next, we'll uncover sneaky label tricks. Don't let food companies fool you. Common label tricks and pitfalls. Don't get fooled. Alright, label detectives, it's time to put on your skeptic hats and bust some sneaky moves by food companies. Nutrition labels are your map to healthy eating, but manufacturers are like tricky magicians pulling rabbits out of hat sect. These rabbits are hidden sugars, sodium bombs, and misleading claims. First up, serving size shenanigans. A single-serve bag might list 2 to 3 servings, so that low-calorie snack at 100 calories per serving becomes 300 if you eat the whole thing. FDA's 2020 update tried to fix this, but sneaky brands still use tiny servings to make numbers look better. 60% of packaged foods mislead this way, per 2024 studies. Always multiply nutrients by servings eaten. Misleading claims are another trap. Low-fat often means high sugar. Some low-fat yogurts pack 20 grams added sugar per serving, spiking blood sugar by 30 to 50 milligrams DL. AHA, 2023 to 2025. Natural has no FDA definition, so it could be processed junk in disguise. Organic only means no pesticides, not low sodium or sugar. Health halos like gluten-free or multigrain sound great but don't guarantee healthy. Multigrain can be refined grains. Look for 100% whole grain, for 3 grams fiber per serving. No added sugar might hide natural sweeteners like fruit concentrate, still hitting 15 grams sugar per serving. A pro tip: ignore front of package claims and flip to the nutrition facts for the truth. Check the ingredient list first. 3 should be whole foods, not sugar or syrup. Fun fact: reduced fat only means 25% less fat than the original, but it could still be 10 grams per serving. Sneaky math. Story time: I fell for a natural juice, only to find it had more sugar than soda. Label sleuthing saved my diet. Try this label smart shopping hack. Scan for sodium under 5% DV, 115 milligrams, and added sugars under 5 grams per serving. If low-fat or natural is on the front, double-check the back for hidden carbs or sodium. Next, we'll level up with advanced label reading tips. Get ready to master the game. Advanced tips for smart label reading. Level up your game. Alright? Label detectives, you've cracked the basics now. It's time to level up and become nutrition label ninjas. We are rediving into advanced tips for smart label reading to outsmart those sneaky food companies and make choices that supercharge your health. Think of this as your black belt training for grocery shopping. Let us dodge the traps and pick foods like pros. These tips will help you fine-tune your skills, from calculating net carbs to sniffing out hidden allergens, so your cart stays full of health heroes. Tip 1. Calculate net carbs. For blood sugar control or low-carb diets, subtract fiber and sugar alcohols from total carbs. Net carbs equals total carbs, fiber, sugar alcohols. Aim for under 30 grams net carbs per meal to keep energy stable. Studies show this cuts blood sugar spikes by 20%. Nutrition Journal 2024. Example: a bar with 20 grams total carbs, 5 grams fiber, and 3 grams sugar alcohols has 12 grams net carbs, safe for most. Tip 2. Scrutinize ingredients. The first 3 ingredients should be whole foods like oats or chicken, not sugars, oils, or additives. If high fructose corn syrup is top, ditch it. 60% of processed foods list sugar first. For 2024 FDA data. Tip 3. Watch for allergens or diet needs. Labels must list major allergens, like dairy, gluten, but cross-contamination risks may hide and may contain warnings. For vegans, check for sneaky animal-derived gelatin. Tip 4. Use tech. Apps like Fujicate or Yuka scan barcodes and rate foods for sodium, sugar, and additives. Scissors cut calorie intake by 200 to 300 daily, leading to 5 to 10 pounds weight loss yearly. 2024 studies. Tip 5. Beware serving size inflation. Even with FDA's 2020 update, some brands use unrealistically small servings to lowball calories. Double-check servings per container. Fun fact, no added sugar can hide 15 grams of natural sugars from dates or juice. Still a sugar hit. Story time. I scanned a no-sugar protein bar, only to find 15 grams from dates. Sneaky but natural. Label Ninja mode activated. Try this Label Pro meal prep. Pick chicken breasts, 0 carbs, 25 grams protein, with steamed broccoli, 5% DV sodium, 4 grams fiber. It's a low-carb, high-protein win. Your smart label action plan. Shop like a pro. Alright, label detectives. UVA cracked the nutrition label code, like master spies now. It is time to turn your skills into a smart label action plan that LL make you a grocery shopping superstar. We've decoded serving sizes, calories, fats, sodium, carbs, proteins. Think of this as your mission briefing to shop smarter, eat healthier, and outsmart those food company traps. Let's make every trip to the store a win for your health. Step 1. Scan like a pro. Start every label check with serving size. Multiply all nutrients, calories, fats, sodium. By servings eaten, aim for meals under 400 calories, snacks under 150. Step 2. Prioritize key nutrients. Keep saturated fats under 5% DV, 1 gram per serving, sodium under 5% DV, 115 milligrams. Boost fiber greater than 5 grams per serving, and protein greater than 10 grams per serving, for digestion and muscle health. Step 3. Balance your day. For a 2,000-calorie diet, spread 100% DV across meals. Don't let one snack hog 50% DV sodium, 1,150 milligrams. Step 4. Shop with strategy. Make a list, prioritizing whole foods, veggies, high vitamins, like 30% DV vitamin C in broccoli, lean proteins, like chicken, 25 grams protein, and whole grains, 3 grams fiber. Budget hack. Compare %DV to price, get more nutrients per dollar. Use apps like Fujicate to scan labels and cut sodium by 20% in a month. 2024 studies. Step 5. Stay vigilant. Ignore front label claims low fat or natural, and check ingredients for whole foods first, not sugars or oils. Weekly challenge. Log 3 meals in an app to spot high sodium culprits. Fun fact, label-savvy shoppers save 10 to 15% on groceries by skipping over hyped junk. Story time. After mastering labels, my cart went from a junk jungle to a health haven. My energy soared, and my wallet thanked me. Your call to action. Grab a product at home, read its label, and share a surprising find in the comments. Subscribe for more health hacks, and let's make every bite count. Thanks for joining. Stay label literate and healthy.